At the end of World War II, Korea was free from Japanese rule. Communism took a toll on the government, which put into action the domino effect. The United States wanted to prevent the spread of communism and the fall of Korea due to the ideology of other countries falling as well. The country was divided by the 38 parallel, which left the South as capitalist, ruled by Syngman Rhea, and the North as communist, ruled by Kim Il-sung. The Korean War first began when the North invaded the South. This action was taken as a declaration of war. The Korean War is known for many things, including some of the most life-changing and saving innovations. Those medical features were needed to be decent enough for soldiers to make it home. The MASH system was a very important factor to increasing survival and decreasing death rate. MASH, Mobile Army Surgical Hospital units, not only helped to reduce the death rate of injured soldiers during the Korean War to a low 2.4%, but also increased the survival rate with the availability and faster speeds of medical attention. These units allowed medics to stabilize injured soldiers with a fully equipped medical supplies to allow a safer, more secure transport to the closest hospital. These MASH units were usually located on the front lines of the battlefield to allow quicker and easier access to injured soldiers. Once stabilized, helicopters also had a big role in transporting the injured safely. New innovations made it easier for injured soldiers to be treated in a timely manner. More specifically, the implementation of the helicopter that was used as an evacuation system in the military medical field. Air Force medical groups were among the first to reach the scene. The helicopter was one of the newest equipments used during the war in Korea, since it distributed such a vast number of lowering casualty rates. Its ability to reach inaccessible places and lift itself quickly provided faster transportation for the wounded to be given an analysis at the nearest hospital unit. The system of treating patients was highly efficient. Transporting the injured to the battalion station or collecting station took less time, so diagnoses were made and the men of service were given minor triage. Pilots were able to transport equipment such as medicine, food, and water, all basic necessities to accommodate soldiers. Despite the lack of preparation among doctors at the beginning of the war, they managed to make up for the lack of battlefield experience by coming up with new methods and creating organized systems in place for better treatments. Medical techniques in vascular repair surgery were improved. It led to fewer amputations and saved more lives. Ligation of injured vessels was standard in World War II, with few repairs attempted. Vascular repair during the Korean War, however, led to a significantly lower amputation rate, at a low 13% when compared with World War II at a 36%. Improvements in medical evacuation allowed for arterial injuries to be treated in an average of 9 to 14 hours after wounded, thereby leading to a better rate of limb salvation. The first had apparently been done in the late summer of 1951. Surgeons from the MASH unit near Chuchin, Korea had begun using saphenous vein to repair the damaged arterial segments. In 1952, Dr. Richard Warren arrived as a consultant on behalf of the U.S. Army Surgeon General. He interviewed surgeons performing these techniques to salvage limbs by repair of damaged arteries. As a result of his report, new vascular instruments and appropriate suture were made available to the MASH units. Most medical innovations are not huge, but over time they increase and improve dramatically. These three advantages saved millions of lives, some of whom are still alive today. Because of the many medical complications, it was up to the doctors and surgeons to pull through and reconstruct the way the medical field would implement in the art of war. Some techniques are still used today, and techniques will only continue to improve, and medical staff will continue to save lives. An interview was conducted to further understand a soldier's point of view.
It wasn't worth miss it, but I don't think it's worth fighting. There's no place to be. But...
And I've known him all my life. We went to the same grade school together, we went to the same junior high. War was just a police action. It was never a declared war, you know, and there was never no final ending to it. And when the men came home, they were spit on, treated like dirt.
Yes, I had one guy spit on me.
What did you do?
I punched him.
Nothing. He never told me anything. In fact, I heard some things today that I've never heard before. It comes out little by little, he tells me things, but it's a different life that I think he wants to forget.
Yeah.
Never, no final ending to it.